Hello everyone and welcome to HooplaKidz Doodle. Today we are going to be drawing this beautiful picture of Snow White, and it's simple. You'll just need a pencil to do some initial drawings, and the first thing we're going to do is a big oval in the middle, as you can see, and underneath that a sort of arch shape. Now we're going to do some sketchy lines like this around the top. Don't have to be perfect. And then we do a cross across the top of the head and these circle shapes on the left and the right sides. Now, as you can see, I'm doing a darker line of the pencil to join up that shape that we want. And then I'm just marking some curves and lines like this because this will help us give the shape. Then I'm adding in these shapes, which are going to be the eyes. And that little shape there will be the nose. And this, of course, here is the mouth. Do take your time over this. And then I'm just going to add in those eyebrows there. And then we're doing this hairline here. And that's going to flick down and follow those initial shapes that we made. Okay. And now I'm just really thickening out those lines. You might find that you prefer a certain curve or you want to do it slightly differently. And now we're going to add these circles, sort of sketchy circles in the eye. And then the eyelid on top and underneath. And same thing on the other side. There we go. And just thickening up those eye shapes there in this way. Same thing with the nose, adding a little bit of detail there, can you see on the right, and then just a straight line down from the nose and from the eyes like this, and that will help us know where to put the mouth to on either side. There we go, and we can add the shape of that. There it is. And now it's just a case of rubbing out the lines we don't want, the ones we don't need anymore. The ones we just used as markers. So there we go. Okay, so I'm just putting in those nice thick lines that we do want to keep again. And if you're not pleased with what you've done, you can rub it out and you can do it again, which is what I've done here. I wasn't sure, so I rubbed it out and I did it again, and you can try as many times as you like. Okay, and now I'm just doing a line down from the mouth, just like that, and these lines down from the side of the hairline there. And we're doing this sort of squashed heart shape, if you like, from the side of Snow White's face here. And then this curvy line that goes all the way round the back of the head, and that's going to be the collar. Another line around there, that's the neckline. And a line up there, that will join up the back of the collar. Now I'm going to thicken up the detail on the lips. And again on the nose. Yeah, as I said, you might need to rub out lines if you're not sure and you want to change it slightly, and that's fine. Practice makes perfect. There we go, a bit of detail on the cuff. And now we come to the hairline at the top there. We're going to put a bit of detail here, this flower shape. Yep, simple enough. We do the flicks going down like that. Bit of extra detail. And there we go. We're just going to do this big sweeping line around the top. And another little one there around the side. Yeah, it's coming together now. And now I'm going to add the detail here because I'm pleased with it in thick. The good thing about the fine line drawings is that you can keep adjusting it and keep rubbing it out before you do the thick line as your final idea. And here we go, I'm happy with the line of the hair, so I'm going over that with a thick pencil. There we go, all around the back. And then I'm rubbing out those lighter lines just like before, the ones that I'm not, or I wasn't quite happy with. And now I've chosen the ones I like, so I can get rid of these old ones. Okay, just adding a little bit more detail on the hair, just to check those lines are nice and clear for when we come to colouring in. There we go. And same thing with all the lines. And now I'm just doing a bit of detail of Snow White's arm and the bottom of her sleeve there. And a bit more detail on this bow. There we go. And here I'm just adding in the eyelashes, nice thick dark eyelashes, and the detail underneath the eye. You can see that flick coming out from underneath it, and of course the detail of the pupils. As you can see, I've left a little bit of white there to show the reflection in the pupils. Looks very lifelike. And here we go, we're doing the detail of the eyelids as well. Now I'm adding this detail on the cuff, 2 teardrops there. And now, of course, we just need to colour it in. And you can be as creative as you like with this, and do take your time. Thank you so much for watching our HooplaKidz Doodle video of how to draw Snow White. Do subscribe to the channel if you've enjoyed it, and we'll see you next time. Okay, bye bye!